All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to all of you. Good morning to all of you. Welcome back to this channel. This is Angel's Creation, and I'm here to do a video of sorts that you all have been requesting on my Beyonce Giselle Strahan page. So I'm going to do them in two separate videos. One is for eyeshadow palettes and the other one is for my powders. I'm going to be doing my beauty collection video in two separate videos for powder and one for liquid. So it will be three separate videos for each part of my beauty collection as it has expanded. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start off with eyeshadow palettes. And I want to say thank you to Essence Makeup for sponsoring this video. Thank you very much, Essence, for the sponsorship, and I am really grateful for everything that you have given to me, Essence Makeup. Thank you. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to go into the palettes. I'm not going to be describing them in any way, shape, or form. I am just going to be showing you the palettes that I have currently in my collection, and that will be all that I will be doing. That's pretty much it. So let's go ahead, let's get started right into this eyeshadow palette collection. So the first one that I picked out of here is the Nudes of New York palette. This one is actually one of my favorite palettes to use. It's a drugstore palette, and it looks like that. The next palette that I have is this palette, and this is the e.l.f. 18 Hit Wonders palette. Still getting used to this palette. Still getting used to it. Still getting used to this palette. However, I have it. It's in my collection, and I continue to use it. This palette right here, this is the Essence Daily Dose of Love eyeshadow palette. And this one here, which is the Daily Dose of Energy eyeshadow palette. And then I also have this Milani palette, which started my collection, the Milani Gilded Gold. And I have this, and you can tell that this palette has been used all the way, used and loved by me. So that's the Milani Gilded Gold palette. My other favorite palette, the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Then I have this palette, which is my favorite from the Maybelline line. This is the Maybelline New York Soda Pop palette. And then I have this palette right here. This is the Matte Bar Maybelline New York palette. And then I have 2 large palettes, and these are my final palettes that I have in my collection. This one is my most recent purchase. Beyond this one, I purchased this one and this one at the same time. So this one is the ABH Norvina Collection palette. I have not used this yet. I haven't even really swatched it yet. However, I will be doing that when it is time for palette reviews. And I absolutely love my bright colors. I love every single color in this palette, and I want to use it all. I absolutely love every single color. They can be blended in a variety of different ways. And I'm about to use this palette with love when it's time for me to use it. The last palette that I have, my beloved Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2, which was curated just for this girl right here. So each and every palette that you purchase from either Sephora or Morphe could be made specially for you, as this one was curated because the colors are very different. So this is not the palette that I purchased when she dropped volume 1. This is not the palette. This is not the palette. I requested this palette be made for one eyeshadow, and it's called Pewter in the old palette. However, Pewter is really not in this palette anymore. It's not. And I've only used this palette once, but I'm still going to be continuing to use it. It is beloved by me, and I'm keeping this palette in my collection. Alright folks, that is pretty much it for my eyeshadow palette collection. As I said, I want to make sure that each video is done separately so that you all get a video based off of certain parts of my collection as to what I currently own. And once again, I want to thank Essence Makeup for sponsoring this video. And I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.